Hello, welcome back to Story Reckless. I'm Nathan, I'm the DM here, and I use he, him pronouns. And this week I'm actually a little more prepared. But yes, thanks for joining us this evening. Let's take it over to our players.
My name's Claire. My pronouns are they, them. I'm playing Kidam, a half-elf grave cleric.
And my my name is Olive. I use she and they pronouns, and I am going to be playing Calliope, elderly, old Air Genasi lady, also uses she, her pronouns.
Excellent. All right, well, with that, I think we can just go straight into the recap here and see what happens.
First?
Yeah? Oh,
Olive?
yeah, Olive, did you...
Well, we've forgotten every single week, but yes, I am currently running a Kickstarter campaign for anti-colonial gay robots based on the Lancer TTRPG system. We passed the final stretch goal yesterday at $150,000.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
It's kind of wild. But yes. And so now we're just building out the safety buffer and paying back all the ads that we paid to Facebook to get us to this point.
Yeah. Did you want to put the link on the website?
Can I put the link to the website? Let's see if I have link posting capabilities. Yeah.
I thought you did. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Awesome. Oh.
Hi, Amelia.
Yay!
Hello.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, that is so exciting, Olive. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, it looks rad. Also, watch the video. It's awesome.
Yes, do.
Really good job with that.
I made it out of spite because one of my friends was like, oh yeah, like Kickstarter videos, they're always like so awkward where somebody like turns around in a chair and is like, oh, I'm making a roguelike Metroidvania. I was like, I'm going to be high energy. I'm going to be beautiful. I'm excited.
I think you were successful.
Yes, indeed. It's really great. And everything is looking awesome so far. And yeah, there's some really cool rewards as well. Cool. Anything else on that, Olive? Are you good?
My brain is broken, so please forgive me if I'm a little slow today. But other than that, I'm good.
That's okay. I feel like I've been slow every week for a while. So we are. We're there together.
We are slow, but we are free.
We're slow, but we're free. We're here.
I'm feeling great.
Good.
I'm glad, Claire. I'm so glad.
Also for those of you that have been following along with us, Enyo is going to be out for a little bit. They were out last week because they were at the Grand Canyon, I believe, which is awesome. But this week they are doing big life things and are going to be busy with that. And probably for at least another week. We'll see. Let them figure it out and then they'll be joining us. But yeah, once they're back, we'll have to catch them up on a lot. But for now, I'm going to be playing Pip the best I can. We still don't have Pip's stat block, so I'm using what I have. So, all right, awesome. Let us do the recap. Crap, I didn't have all my documents open. I'll figure that
Someday,
out.
Nathan, we're all going to be out, and you're going to have all of our character sheets. You'll just play D&D with yourself.
I mean, finally. It'll finally happen.
The transformation will be complete.
I'll finally get to do it. I'll get to play D&D by myself in front of people on the internet. That's what I've always wanted. Yeah, it's okay. It happens enough on this show that I get to live that dream. So, all right, let's do the recap. Okay, last we left off, our protagonists had made their way into the cathedral dedicated to Torm, within High Hall. They skirted their way around the great walls of High Hall, going around the backside where you got your first real clear view of where Elturel was here on Avernus, and could clearly see that you were the landmass underneath Elturel seemingly has been ripped from the material plane and is now floating a good 500 feet above the Avernon wasteland. Below, you saw the river Styx snaking its way through, and a writhing mass of like thousands and thousands of creatures all locked in a great war below the ruins of Elturel. Calliope caught a couple details while peering out over the landscape. She saw what appeared to be a massive pit fiend that was leading the armies of hell, clashing against some other creatures which, for those of you that know your religious history, suspect they are likely demons. Not Kidam.
I do know about the Blood War.
Yeah, I think.
But I have the one sentence explanation kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shoot, I left my water out there. I'll go get that later. But far off on the horizon, Calliope also saw something odd. What looked to be a massive obsidian blade, this almost blade-like tooth that was hovering above the wasteland, slowly moving along the banks of the river Styx, and below it there were arcs of orange-red lightning every once in a while arcing down to the ground below. With all those details in mind, you continued to go through the backside of High Hall and ended up within the courtyard where you saw the various strewn bodies and saw the entrance where you knew the creatures, those dog-like creatures, were waiting. You snuck past them, climbed up the walls, unfortunately Calliope alerting them to your presence, but you were able to use your levitate spell to get up out of their reach and end up on the balcony. With the levitate spell, Calliope snuck down through one of the turrets, past a devil and what appeared to be some humans or humanoids that were seemingly chittering and whispering to themselves and cackling, while a devil, the little winged one,
Spined devil.
Thank you, spined devil, was barking orders at them in Infernal. As Calliope led in her companions up into this upper level of the cathedral, Kadam led you all over to the other turret where you heard whimpering and whispers from someone and found a survivor. A young human man, appeared to be a guard, a Hellrider guard, who was hiding in fear. Calming him down, you got a little bit of information out of him, finding out that older Raven Guard is apparently alive and well. And recently, what did he tell you? That he led the defense of the cathedral, mustered everyone together, and then was there any other details I gave you? I'm trying to remember.
He was last seen in the Grand Cemetery.
Yeah, he and Light Ward went over there.
Yes, him and Light Ward were. Well, I don't know if he was with Light Ward. I think what the guard would have said was that he was going to the Grand Cemetery seeking out Light Ward. That was Light Ward's last known location. As Light Ward has a chapel there, essentially, which you would know. Calliope. With all of that in mind, though, as you were just beginning to talk with this young man, you could hear the movement of those devils behind you ransacking that room, and then heard the spined devil bark out an order. "I don't think they're in here. Let's keep searching." With all of that, let's go straight into the world here. So just to give you a bit of context of what you're looking at right now. So you're in one of these turrets. This one, the stairwell leading up, seems to have collapsed about partway up. and there's just there's basically just debris scattered throughout this room, as well as some dead bodies. And behind you, going to the west, there is the massive pipe organ that you saw when you came in, and kind of separating you, there is a large, like, red curtain that is set up right here on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, let me go to here. Right here on the map, that looks like it leads into something else. I guess, Calliope, you would know that leads to, there's a massive balcony on the other side of that curtain, where you can actually, where the musician would sit to play the pipe organ, and that balcony overlooks the interior of the cathedral, the rest of the
Would
cathedral.
that be like the choir loft?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Okay.
And there is, again, Calliope, you would know this, there's spiral staircases that go from the bottom floor up to that balcony.
Cool.
But yeah, what are you all doing? You can hear the movement from the south of those creatures finishing up their search, and you have this guard here before you. What would you like to do?
Can I tell whether the devils are headed this direction?
Make a perception roll for me.
19.
19. I'll give you this. You kind of peek your head out to look down the hallway from whence you came, and indeed you can see the fluttering wings of the spine devil starting to exit that turret and kind of peering off, and like flicking their hand out to direct the other humanoids that are with them. And it looks like they're coming down in your direction.
I'd like to ambush them. How about we hide, lure them in here, and then finish them off real quick?
All right. I would like to talk to one of them at some point, Calliope.
I agree. I'd like to know what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, quick, everyone hide. Are there like tatters of like, I don't know, like curtains and stuff here that like we could have,
So,
like...
yeah, there in here, in the turrets specifically, they appeared to have been mainly used as like almost like ready rooms, right? Like there were supplies in here. There was like weapons and rations and things like that. So what you have in here is just a bunch of wreckage of like crates, barrels, weapon racks strewn over, things like that. And I mean, there was enough for Trevik, the guard that you found, to hide behind.
Yeah.
You all could probably find a way to get into various corners if you would like.
Let's do that. Pip, get ready to make a distraction to lure them in here.
All right, I can do something. Sure. Okay, go ahead and place yourselves and make... I'll need you all to make stealth rolls. I believe... Let me double check something. I believe you actually get advantage on these stealth rolls for a specific reason. Let me double check.
I think I'm not good at these.
Yes, you have advantage on stealth rolls. As the creatures are approaching, you hear that incessant like gibbering and laughter from those humanoids, and the spine devil seems to be kind of getting frustrated with them. Calliope, you're the only one that understands the spine devil, who is kind of muttering to themselves, sometimes these mortals can't handle it. Shut up! As the others are still and they are continuing to move down in your direction. All right, let me get those stealth rolls from you all.
21.
21, nice.
So I'm gonna be like right next to the entrance or something, like
Sure.
to get ready to, I guess, stop them from escaping, bottle them in, I think.
Okay, Trevik. One thing that happens when this happens, you see Trevik like go incredibly pale and almost start to revert back, and just kind of like scrambles back, and is probably gonna go next to you, Kadam, and like sort of fall over behind the crate and like cower behind that crate.
All right.
I think try to direct Pip to be like deep in it, like on the
Sure.
far wall, to try to get them.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And if Rhea could be here, that'd be nice.
Oh, I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
Let me give you control of Rhea. There you go. Lulu. Where's Lulu gonna go? I think while you're all like darting off to get into position, Lulu kind of looks around. Where do you want me? And she just shoots straight up to the ceiling. She'll go like to the top because she gets a 120-foot movement. I believe I said these were 50 feet tall, so she'll go all the way up to the ceiling. That gives her still plenty of movement to get all the way back down. Okay. What was Rhea's stealth roll?
19.
19. Okay, nice.
And mine was 17.
Lulu rolled real poor. You got a 17, Kadam. You
Yep.
got a 21. Let's see what Pip gets. I believe we said Pip gets a +1 because of the dex bonus. Wow, I rolled 2 15s. Okay. And Valcora. Valcora gets a 14. Okay. Okay. So you would like Pip. Okay. Let me see. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, nice. You want Pip to lure them in. What does Pip do? Pip is just gonna take out her little pan flute and just start. And Gilder is kind of resting on her shoulder. I think Pip actually doesn't even necessarily make a stealth roll. She's just gonna sit on a crate with her legs crossed and just start playing the pan flute while Gilder
Extremely innocent.
Yeah, and while Gilder accompanies her sitting on her shoulder, whistling along. And Calliope, since you're so close to the entrance there, you hear the Spine Devil go, "Ha! Shut it!" What? Delightful. All right, this way. As they start to float down towards you all.
So nice to have a fan of music.
So, as you all wait in the shadows, the Spine Devil's actually gonna... The Spine Devil comes floating around the corner, smiling, seeing Pip there. This little, tiny, kind of, purple skinned creature with the big, quills coming off the back and the head, the kind of elongated snout, wings fluttering, looking and... and then just points their hand out towards Pip as the humanoids come running into the room. What do you all do?
I would like to cast Bane as soon as I can see the Spine Devil and 2 other people.
Okay, yeah. You can definitely do that. So, Kadam, you poke your head up and release Bane. They make saves?
Yep. I can never remember whether it's charisma. Yeah.
Charisma, okay. Spine Devil gets advantage.
I guess
16?
if we're popping off.
Well, yeah, you'll definitely get a surprise round. Don't worry.
Yeah,
This is Kadam's action for the surprise round.
Great.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what did you say?
16?
That saves.
Okay, and then I'll do the 2 humanoids, 10 and 8. So yeah, they do not succeed. So 2 of the humanoids are baned. I'll just do this simple. But the Spine Devil succeeds. Everybody else definitely get a surprise round. Sure, Calliope, what do you do first?
I was hoping that they'd get in here more before we popped off, but let's do this. And I think I'm just gonna burst out of cover and go straight for the Spined Devil.
There we go.
Back
Okay.
here. And just have Big Dummy crash out from behind a curtain, and his tail whips up and just tries to pierce this Spined Devil.
Excellent. Go for it.
So
Roll an
it's
attack
gonna be-
with advantage.
Ooh, I love advantage. 22 and 18,
Those both hit.
25 damage.
With lightning speed, skewer right through the chest and impale them dead.
Can it be non-lethal?
Yes, it can. How do you non-lethally knock
Well,
this spine devil out?
Skewer
Yep.
it through the wings,
Okay.
kind of, and just like, I guess get it there and then like kind of snap it. So like the wings snap too.
Sure.
And then it
Yeah.
just like gets like reeled in, and I think I like fling it kind of like towards the center of the room.
Yeah. So
And then Big Dummy kind of like readjusts itself and like turns around on these other humans.
yeah. So the scorpion tail lance pierces through both wings. There's a moment where the spine devil goes ah! And then with a whip, the spine devil just flies across the room ah! And just slams into the stone and is out cold, sliding to a stop in the middle of the room. The humanoids don't really seem to care or notice. I think one of them kind of notices, but they are sort of focused on Pip and like running full sprint towards Pip. I'll say the one at the back definitely sees you, Calliope, as you burst out and sort of stops midway and then turns to face you. And you can see this humanoid on their forehead. On their forehead, you can see they've carved directly into their flesh a really crude symbol of a sword with 2 wings. Very, very crude, like, representation of it, but nonetheless, you can still kind of make out it's a sword with 2 wings.
I recognize it.
Go ahead and make a religion check for me. It'll be really...
You were gonna
I
say
think we all do at this point because we
Probably.
have a couple of holy symbols of Zariel.
Oh, then yeah, of course you do.
Oh,
Yeah. It's
okay,
Zariel's
great.
holy symbol. Yeah. Okay. That. Anything else for you, Calliope? That was your action, right?
I believe so, and I can't use my bonus action to have Big Dummy attack, we discovered.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I guess Big Dummy will just take the dodge action
Okay.
with my bonus action.
Cool.
I'll go ahead and attack the one in front of me
Go for it.
at advantage.
Indeed.
I add things to that 13. 21.
21. Definitely hits.
All right, good. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
That is 6 slashing for the first attack.
Okay.
Still up.
Still up. Definitely still up.
That's so much for the second. 26.
That hits.
9 slashing.
Okay.
And last one with the short sword. Ooh, natural 19, so that's a crit for me.
Nice.
9 piercing damage.
Awesome. Still up. These guys seem to be taking those hits pretty solidly. And then suddenly smiling, looking straight into Rhea's face. The eyes are having a hard time focusing and then kind of lock in on this new target. All right. That was Rhea. Kadam, you went. Trevik is going to continue to cower. Velcora. What can Velcora do? Oh, Velcora. Okay, she can do Sacred Flame. Nice. Yeah, sure. She'll pop out and do Sacred Flame on that same bandit, that the same human. Sorry, stat blocks. Is it Sacred Flame is Dex save, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay. These guys are proficient. Failed. Okay. Let's see, Velcora. Do you get to add anything to this? Or no?
Velcro.
Just a d8, right? So 5 damage. Okay. As the flame erupts around this humanoid, there's almost this metallic, like a hammer clanging against an anvil sound. Lulu, all right, comes flying straight down and is going to go for that same humanoid with advantage. She's gonna go with her little tusks. Hits with the 17 and does 5 piercing damage.
Whoa!
That guy's still up. Pip will do something that totally Pip can do. I guess poison spray? Because we know that Pip can do that. Or I could do the pistol. That's kind of loud, but... what is poison spray? Poison spray is 10-foot range. Okay, yeah, they just make a con save. Sure. Pip will run up to, we'll say, here, and it throws or spritz her bottle at that humanoid.
Eat perfume samples.
Wow, and fails. Nice. So, when does the damage increase? At 5th level. Okay,
5th
cool.
level.
So 2d12. Nice. Okay, 10 points of poison damage. And I don't think there's...
This dude is still up?
Yeah. These guys are...
Yikes. I thought that this would be over in the one surprise round.
Yeah. All right. But the devil is down, so you have that. Okay, let's all roll initiative. Wow, they got a natural 1. Cool.
16.
16, okay. Okay, 16. What do we got for Kadam?
10 for me.
10. Okay. What do we got for Rhea?
20.
And we got Pip. Just gonna add a +1 to this. 5. So Pip got a 6. And
Double surprise round. Let's go.
Velcora gets a 10, and Lulu. Natural 20.
She's so on top of everything.
Yeah. I think Rhea has a higher dex than Lulu, though, so Rhea can go first.
Right. Whack.
Go for it.
Although I can move here, so I'm going to. Excuse me, Pip. Swing there. Now, I am flanking for the person who's right in front of me with Calliope, yes? Because Calliope has a 10-foot reach.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're right.
How does flanking work with reach?
I think that works. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. I believe.
We realized also we haven't been doing the disadvantage at 5 feet thing that my lance should be getting.
Oh, no way, really? Okay, that is good to know. Okay.
Yep.
Good to know. We can do that moving forward. Yeah, let's just say yes, you get advantage. I will see if I'll look that up later.
14.
14 just misses.
Right. Second attack. Lots. 23.
Yeah.
And that is 7 points of slashing.
Okay.
And then short sword. 15.
Yep, that just hits.
All right, and then another 5 points.
So what was the first 7 points of slashing?
I believe so.
Okay, 7 and 5. Okay. Coughing up blood, barely holding on, but still there.
Then I think I am going to swing here.
Okay. Lulu will... She
Lulu wants blood.
She kind of calls out to the room. I got 2 more of those trumpet things I could do, but it is loud.
Let's just take these guys out real quick.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
okay.
let's be quiet for now.
She's gonna flank with Rhea, and here we go. Oh, and misses. Ha! Misses with that attack. Calliope, you're up.
Okay, let's see. I think probably y'all can finish this guy off, so I'm gonna, I think, start working on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So bonus action, have big dummy disengage, so I can move without attacks of opportunity.
Okay, cool.
And then big dummy just kind of like walks back on its like chicken legs, like kind of like swaying back and forth like an owl, kind of, if you've ever seen like an owl threatened.
Totally, yeah.
And I'm gonna get right there, and so I'm flanking with that person with Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
And just gonna try to skewer.
Go for it.
20 and 27,
Yes.
28 damage. I'm rolling well on damage tonight.
Yeah, 2 quick strikes on that that gentleman there, and he kind of falls back on his back leg, but gets back up, still standing. Is that it for you?
I think it makes sense for me to like step forward again
Sure.
to like stay flanking for Rhea next turn.
Okay, cool. And yeah, I just looked it up, so it's totally fine. We'll keep those rolls, Rhea. But yeah, it is. You have to be adjacent too, so it doesn't say anything about threat range. Totally fine.
Okay, so was I able to flank just then? Can you flank with the lance?
Well, yeah, you would have been able to have flanked then because of.
Because
I was adjacent.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. Got it.
Okay. That takes us to Velcora. Sacred Flame on the same dude. Here we go. Oh wow, got an 8. Okay. 6 foot. This guy is barely standing.
Still up.
Barely. Okay. Boom, another burst of flame, and he's kind of wobbling, barely clinging to life. Kadam, you're up.
Toll the dead on that same one.
Okay. Whipping out the mirror.
Yep.
Con save.
Wisdom,
Wisdom. That's it.
I believe.
Yep.
What are these dudes' vibes? Are they like wearing commoners' clothes that have been like brainwashed, or are they like cultists?
No, they are these guys. So these guys look to have they have armor on. They have weapons, albeit a bit tattered and like blood stained, and like they've kind of been through the shit, but they have like gear on. They don't look to be official like Elturel guards or Hell Riders, but maybe they were mercenaries or something that were passing through the city. But yeah, it's hard to say. All right, I rolled a 14 on that whiz save.
That fails.
Okay, go ahead and roll that damage.
Yeah.
17 points of necrotic.
Yes! falls over. This guy finally kicks the bucket. Okay. Kadam, anything else for you?
No, I'm gonna stay right there.
Okay. All right, Pip. Oh, all right, I'll just focus on this one then. As she steps up and poison spray. Psst, sprays her little perfume bottle. What was that, a con save? It's gotta be, yeah. Boop. Nice, okay, another failure. Excellent.
Wow.
13 points of poison damage. As that guy starts coughing. And that is going to take us to the dudes. Yeah, the one guy's going to go for you, Calliope. Eyes go wide and is going to start swinging at you for 3 attacks. Here we go.
I'll give disadvantage to the first one, I think.
Okay, so an 11 glances off, and here come the other 2. 19 to hit,
That is a hit.
and a natural 20.
I'll cancel that. Am I within range?
Are you
Let's
within
find
range?
out.
What is the range?
30 feet.
You're
No!
40 feet away.
I think I might shield that one.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's not 20, so even the shields.
Oh yeah, shield would cut. Natural 20 would cut through. Yeah.
Shield. Oof.
I can get you out if you fall down. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. So Clivey, if you're not blocking either of these, you take 6 points of slashing from the first one.
Okay,
and
not bad.
10 points of slashing from the second.
Oof.
All right, that was that individual. The other one is going to turn towards Rhea and swing 3 times to hit Rhea. Here we go. The highest in 18.
I believe that hits.
That just hits, right?
It hits.
All right.
Yes.
4 points of slashing from that.
Right.
That was their turn. Taking us back to the top to Rhea.
Oh, that's me. I'm sorry. Yeah, my normal thing here.
All right.
Let's go for the one that's already injured.
Yeah, that you have advantage.
Natural
on this.
20.
Yeah. You are flanked.
11 points.
11 points. Okay. Still
Oh dear,
standing.
no. 11.
That was made with advantage.
No.
You're flanking.
Oh,
with
it ought to be
five.
though,
Yeah.
shouldn't it?
Yes.
12.
Nope.
And then last one here, 19
yeah, that hits.
for 5 points of piercing.
All right, that one is barely standing. Is that it for Rhea?
Yes, I'm effective but not particularly exciting.
I feel like it's reasonable for Lulu to occupy the same space as a medium creature. She is.
A medium creature and a small creature.
Oh yeah, that's maybe. pushing
And a
it.
tiny creature.
She could be-
We're
she
just
could be
like
5
Wachowski
feet up.
dolls.
She could be 5 feet up. I was just trying to figure out how to get advantage. I feel like that works though. Like kind of, there's the angle.
I mean, she could also hang out in Rhea's space.
That's true. Yeah. So she'll fly above Rhea and go for.
I
the
choose to
little-
believe she kind of like flies back and forth
Yeah.
like how that's
and then goes for that little tusk. Natural 20. There
Oh
she
my
is.
God! Lulu! What a like Mary Sue. It's just like, oh, just Lulu gets natural 20s. Oh, another one. Weird.
Oh, she sparkles. She can fly.
How fast can she fly? Oh, 120 feet per round. That's cool. That's cool.
I forgot. So she
I'm sure you did, Lulu. I'm sure you did.
she stabs this dude right in the eye as he stumbles back with a natural 20. She does 7 points of damage. He had 8 hit points, but with a natural 20, I'm gonna say that he stumbles back and like stumbles into Big Dummy's lance, which pierces right through the stomach. And she goes, oh, looks at you, Calliope. Good teamwork. As he
Just like a nervous thumbs up, a little bit scared.
a big drop of blood and a bloody eyeball is stuck to her tusk, and she goes, oh, oops, and pops it off with her trunk. All right, so that dude is dead. Leaving us with the final guy, who again just doesn't seem to really be registering like the peril that he's in, and is just all right, that takes us to Calliope.
Oh, really? Me again? Okay, I think this big chicken walker is gonna just kind of like, oh, there's no good flank in here, is there? From 15 feet away.
From 15 feet away? No, yeah, I don't think you're
Or
gonna
10 feet away, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all good.
Oh, just realized Little Dummy is no longer with us.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything.
He's with us in spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think we'll just take 2 swings normally then.
Okay.
Oh wait, is this person wearing metal armor?
That is a good question. Are they wearing metal armor? Studded leather? I don't know. There is metal pieces in it, but yeah, not full metal. Yeah.
So if I used shock and grasp, I would not get advantage?
I don't think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I kind of
That's
imagine studded leather as being more like, what is that? It's like that puffy armor, you know what I mean? That's like...
Apparently, it's a
Like
thing that Gary
quilted?
Gygax just kind of made up.
Yeah,
it doesn't
not
actually
actually
exist.
It doesn't exist, yeah. And leather armor
Okay.
also doesn't really... Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah, you could wear leather.
Yeah, doesn't do much. Okay, so...
Okay, 2 land swings coming in at ya.
Okay, sweet.
25 and 13.
25 and 30. The 13 does not hit, but the 25
Okay,
does.
then that's just 14 damage here.
Okay. Okay. Anything else for
Um,
you?
And then bonus action dodge. When Big Dummy takes bonus action dodge,
Mhm.
does that apply to just it,
I
or
think
it and me?
I think it's just it. Yeah.
Okay. How does disengage work then?
Oh God.
Oh, okay, no. Okay, my brain answered it.
Yeah.
I'm being taken along from the ride. I'm not used to
Yeah.
movement.
It's
Yeah,
not. It's,
okay.
It's forced movement. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah. Okay. That takes us to Velcora. Velcora is like has a huge grin on her face. It's like, this is exhilarating, and extends her hand out once more. By Moradin, and is going to cast Sacred Flame again.
You're doing great.
Wow,
She
these
is.
dudes have proficiency in dex saves, and they keep rolling like garbage. So, which is good for her. Rolls max damage for 8. Stumbles back, taking us to Kadam.
Toll the dead. Wisdom save, please.
The mirror comes out once more. Wiz save 16.
Oh, that saves.
Just makes it. Nothing happens. Just the reflection of the mirror in the room. And Pip is going to pivot around. You know what? Yeah, Pip will help out. She'll get in a flanking position, but she will use Poison Spray again. Oh, wait.
Does it hit Rhea?
Does it? It just says range 10 feet. You extend your hand towards the room.
I think
It's
a
just
single
a
target.
creature, yeah, towards a creature. So you can direct it at a creature.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a little mist. Little
Oh, is that lemon? You've been experimenting.
I thought I'd add some little flavor to it. All right, and then that takes us to con save. Wow, failure. Nice. 2d12. Wow, these guys rolling like poop. Okay, that finally takes us to Pip. Hits that guy, and then this guy is gonna go for Rhea. And just focus on Rhea, all 3 attacks. Here we go. 16 is the highest roll.
No.
Okay, awesome. So I imagine Rhea just fully parrying each one of these strikes with her 2 swords. Unable to get through, taking us straight back to Rhea.
I will return the favor
There you go, with advantage.
with advantage. Yes. 23.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. 5 points of slashing.
Okay,
Second attack. Natural 20.
there you go.
9 points.
Nice.
And last one, short sword. 16.
So this, I forgot these guys do have a reaction, and they will use parry and adding +2 to their AC.
All right.
Okay.
Such a weird conditional
Yeah.
for a small bonus.
It is. Lulu will.
Clean them up, Lulu.
Yeah. 15. I think. Let me see how parry works. Does it last, or is it AC against 1 melee attack? So it hits with. Rhea makes an opening for Lulu, and Lulu comes flying in, dealing 5 points of piercing. The guy's still standing. Okay, Calliope, you're up. Take him down.
I think in order to get flanking, I'm gonna have to just disengage and kind of like,
Over, nice, yeah, over Rhea's shoulder.
yeah. So it's like, Rhea, down.
Yeah, drops down into a crouch position, like as if she's done it before.
And
yeah.
18 damage.
And with that, Calliope, you vanquish the final humanoid that is here. What does this look like as you kill this final?
I mean, we're like, Ray and I are just a well-oiled machine. Like, the Hellrider training's kicked in. It's like the ending of like Avengers after they've all like gone through all their personal dramas and like worked things out and can now work as a team. Except we never really had dramas. We're just perfect.
Yeah, Rhea drops down into that kneeling position. The swords go to her side, and she ducks her head as the lance just right over and skewers this guy right through the throat. And he falls down.
See, he said these things weren't ready for production, but like this is working out great. Imagine, well, I guess I would say imagine if we had a whole bunch more of it. You saw what happened to all the other ones.
I did indeed. Also, yeah, thanks.
I'd like to take a closer look at that. Note to self.
Yes, we probably should investigate that. But first things first.
Yeah, I say like wiping like the blood off of this lance.
Lulu wipes the blood off her tusk. Yeah, thanks, Arc F2 for joining us tonight. And yeah, she's a beautiful little elephant, isn't she? Classic Artificer post-mortem. Wipe the blood off.
We should keep a counter for how many, I guess, nat 20s that Lulu gets, and also
Oh gosh.
times that Lulu has like killed something by piercing in the eyeballs. It's tusks. Because it's more than twice, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, it's been at least twice, possibly like 3 or 4 times. I mean, it's a vulnerable spot up in the air, you know?
Yeah.
Go for an ear, maybe?
It's like a violent version of like Three Stooges.
Oh my god. Yeah, if it's a big enough creature, she can literally do the double through both eyes. Yeah.
Just someday somebody's gonna be like, haha! Perfect.
It's when you're going up against that pit fiend general that you saw, and Lulu will go for the attack, and the general will just no. Relative silence falls over the room. You can still hear that incessant clacking sound echoing up from the grand cathedral below. But whatever is making that sound seems to be loud enough that it did not, this combat did not draw attention to whatever that may be. What do you all do?
Drag the bodies out of easily visible range.
Yeah, easy enough. The bodies are dragged into this room.
And then, do we want to talk to this person? And I gesture to the spine devil.
I'd kind of like to check out the floor first. What's going on down there? Like if this thing wakes up and starts screaming, could give us away.
Fair. Trevik, do you know what's going on downstairs?
Trevik is just whispering to himself, "It's gonna be okay." What?
I will squat down next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're gonna try and get you out of here. When was the last time you had water? I will just fumble for my water skin and hand it over.
Start slurping it down. Thank you.
Welcome.
I don't know. We have water stored within here. We've been fine there, but it's maybe been, I don't know. I'm sorry. Did you ask me something?
I asked if you knew what was downstairs.
I don't know. More of things like that. There were all sorts of creatures that came spilling in when the initial attack happened. I don't know. I'm trying to remember what I saw. The main thing there was one creature that seemed to be leading the entire assault. It was it was draconic in nature. It's the best I could describe it, but it wasn't a dragonborn. At least not like one I've ever seen. This one. To begin with, they had wings. I've never seen a dragonborn with wings before. But they were humanoid, about probably 7 to 8 feet tall, and strange, almost like barbels coming off the head, like locks of hair. But they were wielding a vicious sword and leading the attack. But there were so many other different creatures that were following in behind. I don't know. I don't know what could be down there.
Have I heard of winged dragonborn folk before?
Go ahead and make a religion roll for me, Kadam.
We know how this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 14?
14? Trying to think. I guess, so we've kind of established Kadam doesn't have the greatest knowledge of the hells.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I don't think you know.
Okay.
You don't
so it
know,
is a hellish thing?
You don't know what this is. I feel like I'll give you this. Maybe when you had heard of the Blood War, maybe at one point you saw like some sort of artistic representation of the Blood War.
Mm-hmm.
And this him speaking of this sparks just a brief memory of some creature flying amongst the armies on the devil's side that did look like a winged draconic looking creature, but there's a lot of kind of bat-winged, dragon-wing style creatures in hell, so
Yeah.
you have no idea if that was
Okay.
it or what it could be. Yeah. I don't know, but yes, there's... I just know that when we were holding them off, Feria, she was the last remaining acolyte of Torm. She took all of the survivors down below. There was hundreds of them. I don't know if the devils followed them down there.
Sorry, there were hundreds of people?
Survivors.
Survivors. All right.
Just common folk. There's just no way they would be able to survive an assault from what I saw come in the doors. I don't know if Feria was able to get in without them noticing. I don't know. But I also don't know if I could live with myself if we didn't at least... I should probably try to...
We'll see what we can do. We're going to take this one step at a time, all right?
Yeah, okay. Kidam, can you just roll a persuasion roll for me?
Yes.
Nice guy. Yeah.
22.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this one step at a time. And he shakily reaches over and grabs an errant spear on the ground, picks it up, and kind of uses it to lift himself up. Okay. And just kind of steadies himself. Calliope, did you want to do something while this is happening?
I think while that conversation is happening is when we're dragging the bodies, and Calliope is kind of like filling in Rhea on the scouting that she did when she came over. Which, as we all remember, how many people were down there? Was it just these friends, or did I see others?
Yeah, so you only saw these friends because you came down the southern tower and then kind of snuck around the side, and you were basically at this point none of you have gone on the other side of the curtains to the balcony where you'd be able to see out into the cathedral.
Okay, so I think some scouting there. Hey, Kiam, any useful intel?
There may be hundreds of people in the catacombs.
Oh, dang, we gotta get down there.
Yeah. I have a lot of other questions for Trevik. Do you want to take a peek around the curtain and see what you see? And I'll stay here with Trevik and our porcupine friend.
Yeah. Okay. We can do
Alright.
that.
And I will squeeze your shoulder.
Or maybe let's send hey Gilder. You've been pretty good at sneaking around. Why don't you go take a look see?
Gilder.
Oh, stop. Shh. Turns around.
Would you like a little bit of help? Magically. Alright. I will extend my hand and just like do a one finger little pet and cast guidance.
I love how petting the dog is an actual mechanic in D&D.
Gilder kind of gives a little shiver and then scurries off. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, Gilder is so tiny. I guess I'll roll a stealth check for Gilder, but it just feels silly because he's so tiny. I don't know what the homunculus gets bonus.
+4 to stealth.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, that is an 18 plus 3 with the guidance, so 21. Yeah, Gilder squeezes under the curtains and scurries out onto the balcony, which none of you can see. But after a little bit of time, Pip goes, Gilder says there's no one on the balcony, and I guess I'll roll a perception roll for Gilder. What did homunculus get to perception?
+4.
Okay, so Gilder only rolled a 7. I gotta check something on my other. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what Gilder Pip relays back. Gilder doesn't see any creatures, but can definitely hear that clickety clackety coming from down below. Sounds like quite a racket. And just below the balcony, Gilder sees a great big, looks to be a wooden fist, a gauntleted fist on a dais.
Yeah, that'll be the thing that we need.
All right, and then there's a bunch of more curtains that are separating out maybe other chapels off to the sides, and then just that clickety clackety. That's what Gilder's hearing. And let's see what else is Gilder getting. Oh, well, that's a bit disturbing. Gilder's saying that there's a bunch of artwork, murals on the walls of the cathedral. It's not very nice, though. Calliope, you would remember that, like, the main hall of the cathedral had a lot of, like, gigantic grand murals of Torm and Hell Riders and things of that sort. And...
Oh yeah, it's all very grandiose.
So yeah,
it's all
you don't think anything of it, yeah. And Pip just goes, all right, yes, I guess Gilder just doesn't have the right taste for it. Shall I call him back?
I think so. I think it's worth taking a look now.
All right. And Gilder comes.
Shidon, did you want to do anything with this? I didn't kill it, but like.
Oh no, I would like to talk to them. I have been swaddling this devil.
Okay.
I don't know that I can tie someone up effectively, but I can do a good swaddle.
Yes, you
I bet
can.
Ray can tie. That's so funny.
Yeah, easy enough. You swaddle this devil up. You have the experience. You know how to do it well. And the devil is swaddled. What a sentence. While Kadam is doing that, Calliope, are you going to wait for Kadam to finish before you go out onto the balcony? Or what do y'all want to do?
How long is that gonna take? You almost done?
Oh, it'll take like max a minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So, devil's swaddled up nice and tight. What would you like to do?
They ain't even resisting.
I mean, they're out. They're unconscious.
Yeah, I think let's go take a look, huh?
Kadam has it in a tactical baby carrier. Gotta load your devil up. All right. So sorry. Yeah. Okay. So you all want to go out on the balcony? Okay.
Sure. I guess I will make a back carrier for this guy.
Well, I mean, it's up to you, Kadam. Do you want to stay here with the devil while they go out on the balcony?
Sorry, which balcony are we talking about? Are we talking about the choir loft, or
Choir
are we talking about the balcony that we... Okay, cool. Yeah, I will stay here with Trevik and the devil then.
Okay, cool.
Holler if you need me.
Okay, Pip will accompany you, and as well as Velcora. Here, I'll move the curtain aside so that it's just open. So, as you all, minus you, Kadam, and Trevik, and the devil, the swaddled devil, as you all carefully work your way out onto the balcony, Calliope, I don't know if you've ever actually been up here. I don't know why you would have been up here.
Yeah, probably
to be
not.
this close. But and one other question, Kadam, you had detect magic up. How long does that last again?
10 minutes, but I cast other concentration
You did,
spells
okay.
between now and then.
Okay, cool.
No reason.
No reason. All right. Kadam, Calliope and Pip and Velcora head out onto the balcony. Stepping out onto this balcony, it is a massive balcony. You can see the spiral staircases that go up into this choir loft here on either side of what look to be bench seats for probably where musicians would sit. And then you can now see where the musician would sit to actually play this enormous pipe organ.
Oh, and then the cathedral itself is further west of this.
Correct,
So it goes
yes.
off the map. We can't really see it here.
Correct, yeah.
I see.
The organ is absolutely beautiful when you take a look at it. The keys are a bright porcelain. They almost seem to be glowing, like radiating with light. Whereas the ebony keys are almost a pitch black, as though they absorb all light, creating this incredible contrast. And then rising up before the keyboard is just this beautifully designed network of pipes. I don't know how I don't know how you would feel about it, Calliope, but it is really a masterwork of engineering and
I've always wanted to
artistry
come up here.
put
I've always
together.
wanted to come up here.
But as you push over to the edge and look over the side down below, you can see the absolutely massive cathedral hall. The ceilings rising up before you, even above you on this balcony. The ceilings themselves are probably a total of 60 feet in height. And there are beautiful murals depicted on the ceilings and on the walls, or at least
They're totally normal.
Or at least you thought they were.
Mm-mm.
When you look more closely, you see ever so faint amount of movement on the pictures, and then you realize that these are not the image. This is not the imagery you remember. It is a twisted mockery of what you remember. In the place of the mighty Torm, all gauntleted and armored up in his righteous fury, you see what looks to be a completely bald, slick-headed woman with these long, extended ears, eyes surrounded by dripping black makeup, her gaze, piercing, fiery gaze that is just ever so faintly shifting and moving, and the eyes seem to just be locked on you no matter where you move. And this figure dominates the central portion of the ceiling. And this woman is an imposing warrior, wearing dark black armor, massive wings of black feathers extended out behind her, and a halo of burning fire over her head. In her arm, on her arm, which arm is it? Oh, I can't remember. Show me the artwork, please. Hold on. I'm doing this all wrong. There it is. Yes, on her left arm, you can see she is missing her left hand, and extending from it is a thick chained morning star that kind of wraps around like a snake down by her feet. And clutched in her right hand, she is gripping a burning sword. As she stands there looking over all this, surrounding her, what used to be imagery of valiant hell riders and people, going to the next plane of existence where they would find nirvana, you now see mortals succumbing to temptation, tearing themselves apart in great wars and conflict, and all being dragged down and transformed into the various devils that form the legions of armies that surround Zariel's feet. And all of it seems to just be moving and slightly writhing, just ever so slowly, almost imperceptible. And as you look down into the grand cathedral below, the beautiful marble floors are tarnished with spatterings of blood and bodies, countless bodies, as well as that sound of the this is what you see before you. And of course you see that big wooden teak gauntleted fist, which is clenched shut. But what would you like to do?
No sense at all where the clicking, clacking is coming from.
Make a perception roll for me.
Perception. Come on. I've been rolling well all night. Let's have it fail now. Oh, 22.
22. Yeah, you hone in on exactly where it's coming from. It seems to be coming from kind of the southwest-ish, directly behind a large, tattered curtain that is blocking off one of the chapels. To the south, it's the southern chapel. However, you can see that there is a portion of it that is completely ripped aside, like leaving a large gap. And as you look over there, because you hone in on that sound, you just catch a glance of what looks to be like about the size of Big Dummy. A very, well, what is Big Dummy size? Like almost like a
Medium.
Yeah,
I mean,
medium.
but like imagine like an ostrich.
Yeah, an
medium.
ostrich. Yeah. So if you were to take about that real estate of an ostrich, but then shrink it down in size, you see this 8-legged, segmented, almost insectoid-looking creature with these strange little spines that are extending off of its back that are kind of just constantly twitching and moving. And it seems to have these big claws at the front as it moves. It's very crab-like in its appearance, but it is not a crab. That is completely off. You see one go by, then another. There's at least... You see at least 5 of these creatures move past that tattered curtain. And walking behind them all, as they all kind of move out of sight, you see a humanoid-looking devil that's sort of striding behind them. And this devil has large spines kind of protruding out of its body, but it's not the like little winged purple-skinned devil. This creature is probably 6 feet tall or so, and has these spines protruding out of its body, kind of thin and lithe as it moves and just glancing around the space. As they all move past, you see another bit of movement that catches your eye for just a second. They all move out of sight. For a second, you swear that one of the bodies, the head kind of lifts and then immediately goes back down and goes still.
Don't like that.
Not looking at you, looking in the direction of the creatures that went past, and then lays back down still.
Oh, is it like
somebody?
Like I'm dead?
You thought it was a dead body, and then you saw the head kind of lift up, and then go back down.
Oh, so it's like a vibe of somebody pretending to be dead. That's we go down there, and all the undead like suddenly claw up at us. Okay.
That's the feeling you get, is that this is somebody that was playing dead.
Okay.
and kind of looked up for a moment as these creatures passed, and then went right back down.
Okay, gotta do another ambush and rescue mission, I guess.
Those are all the things that you see with a 22.
And I think I'm like pointing them out. I'm like, okay, yes, lure them into another trap. That seemed to work well last time.
I'm wondering, Claire, should I keep playing Rhea, or do you want to play Rhea even in the RP moments?
Oh, Rhea's not there.
Oh yeah, Rhea's with you.
No.
That's right. So Pip goes, it worked well enough last time. I could just, hey, that great big fist there looks like a nice place. I could just set up and play my little pipes and lead them in.
Yeah, that thing. I don't quite remember. It'll come to me once we get to it. But I think we can. There's some sort of blessing down there.
All right. Yes. Sure.
So if we were able to get there, alternatively, we could just start sniping them from up here. But then they might go get help.
Yes, they would give them a chance to run away. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, Calliope, why don't go ahead and you can do history or religion check for me on the gauntleted fist.
Proficiency in history come on.
Oh no, natural one. Yeah, you don't know.
It'll come to me, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know that it is what is it? It's consecrated. It has divine power behind it. But you, for the life of you, cannot remember what the fuck it does, or even how.
They told
to
me
access
cramming
that power.
it'd help me like get through the test, but like not long term. But I was like, I'll never need to know this.
I've never even. Well, I'm not gonna make that assumption. I'll let you know what? Let's just go. I was gonna make an assumption for Pip. Okay.
Let's go grab Kidam and fill him in and come up with a plan. So I think let's head back to Kidam. I'll fill them in, including the fact that there's survivors down there. So it's not a short rest kind of situation where we just like hang out. Because, I mean, unless it really needed to be, I don't know. How long ago was the keep attacked? Do we know?
Velcora said a couple days ago, I think. No. Sorry, earlier that day.
Yeah, it was like hours. Yeah, like maybe 2 hours or something like that.
Yeah, so like waiting a whole lot longer, they'll probably get found.
No, I agree. While they were out there, can I have woken up this swaddled devil?
How would you like to how will you wake up this swaddled devil?
Well, I could give him a cure wounds.
It's such a bad use. I'm not gonna tell Kidam what to do.
That will definitely wake them up. Rolling with my nomies is in. Hi.
Hi, Roland.
Oh, that might be mean though. What? Oh my gosh, Kadam has such different priorities than me right now. What if I take? No. I'm gonna speak to it in Celestial.
Okay.
Can I quietly encourage it to wake up?
In Celestial?
In Celestial.
Make an intimidation roll.
Okay, this is my first ever intimidation roll this campaign. That's extremely mediocre.
Like a reverse lullaby.
13.
13? Okay. What are you saying in Celestial?
Please do wake up. And if you could be quiet about it, that'd be real nice.
Okay. You start to whisper, or you start to say it in this soft, soothing voice in Celestial, and you see the kind of alien to Kadam, to anyone that's maybe never seen a creature this up close, face start to sort of like twitch. Okay. You grab on to the mouth. Calliope, you're still like just finishing up out there, and you hear that little screech just for a moment, and the clicky clacky continues. Kadam, you're holding its mouth, and this tiny devil, is swaddled up and just going wide-eyed, looking at you, trying to like open its mouth.
I'm gonna switch to common. Please do be quiet. It will work better for everyone if you are quiet.
Make a persuasion roll for me.
22.
22.
I'm so much better persuading people than intimidating them.
The eyes, the wide eyes, like locked with you. These like the pupils are slits. The sclera are these kind of like fiery yellow orange that seem to just be almost like constantly pulsing and writhing. And this creature looks at you with an understanding, and with your mouth wrapped around its snout, it nods.
Do I believe them?
Make an insight check.
Oh, what would that be? A 9?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem. They're shaking their head. Yes.
All right. I will carefully take my hand away. Hi.
Hi.
I'm so glad you speak common. I'm afraid I don't speak a word of infernal.
You speak something far worse. That was quite diabolical. Please don't do that again.
Well, I don't have any intention right now. I'd love to ask you a few questions. First of all, where's everyone? Like, where is the population of Elturel? This is like an empty city.
You're going to let me go, yes?
I honestly had not thought that far ahead.
Let's make a deal then, before I answer your questions.
Now, I don't know terribly much about devils, but I know enough that I know better than to just agree to that out of hand.
This could be a simple deal. Just I answer your questions truthfully, and you let me go alive. Yes.
I look at Trevik and Rhea.
Rhea's looking down with like just utter disgust at this creature and hate. Trevik, you look at Trevik, and Trevik looks like genuinely confused and looks at you like, I would never even think to talk to one of these things.
Oh, really?
No, I've been watching them murder everyone I know and love.
Yeah, yes. Anyway, how about I will let you go alive as long as you promise not to tell anyone that you saw us here.
Sure. That works for me. I can't really shake on it.
That's all right.
Come on now.
What? I stuck.
Now you have to touch it.
Oh, sure. I will touch that devil's tongue.
As you touch the tongue, there's just a little kind of spark and burst of flame that just kind of, with a bit of kind of smell of sulfur. And then the tongue retreats back in. All right, what do you want to know?
Where is the population of Elturel?
Many of them have been reaped, their souls taken for Zariel, or others. Some have been taken by wayward demons, or those that are a bit more selfish and want to get some coin from it. Their own, little bit of souls for themselves.
So they're dead.
Not really. They have a new life. Now, granted, not all of them. We're still trying to track down as many as we can. And there seems to be quite a lot of them. Somewhere within these walls.
All right. Who are these people? And I point to the bodies of the humanoids.
Useful tools.
Have they been reaped?
Well, they have now. Not by me, though. I'm sure they're waking up now to a new life.
All right. Is there anyone in particular around here who is your leader? You're like within High Hall right now.
Yes. We are being led by Victusa.
And this person is...
the leader of our brigade. We were instructed to break the defenses of High Hall and reap as many souls as we could.
All right. And Victusa, is this person happen to be draconic in nature?
I can see how some would think that.
All right. Is there anything that Victusa particularly likes or desires that that they do not have?
More souls? The favor of our our diabolical lady?
What, she ain't fair?
To some.
All right. What else?
Here, I'm actually gonna make a quick roll here. I mean, I've heard some things. Victusa is playing two sides right now. If you could impress the great... If you could find a way for Victusa to impress the great Tiamat, well then you would get within their graces quite well.
I see. Yeah, no, that, yep, we will get there, Alice, we will get there. Do I believe them?
Make an insight check. Sorry, Arc F2. I see some chaos in the DM's eyes.
12.
12? They're not lying, as far as you can tell. They're
Okay.
following through with the deal.
Okay.
How many more questions? I would like to get going.
Oh, I do not know. This is all by the seat of my pants. At least one. How? Okay, you might know this, you might not. What is Oldar Ravengard doing here? What is he up to? Why? Like, was it purely for convenience sake that Devanthampur wanted him down here, or was like?
I have no idea. I don't know who any of these people are.
All right.
All I know is that somehow Zariel brought this city from your world into ours to help us with the Blood War. So here we are.
Yep, we're helping with the Blood War.
Yes, you could too.
Oh, I'm sure.
I
Thank
know
you.
that Zariel's looking for help. You could get within her graces. Perhaps you could tell Zariel about what I told you about Victusa.
Well, if I get the chance, maybe. Who knows? Thank you very much for your help.
You could. If you got the attention of Lucille. That would be... Lucille is the one that gave us the order, so that could be fun. And make sure to tell them that, if you do tell Lucille that, please, just let them know that, I'm trying to find a name. Tell them that, Ulfram was the one that told you. Yes.
I see. Thank you, Ulfram.
All right, now how much more? I really would like to get going.
I think I'm done.
Good.
Can
I be unswaddled now?
I don't think so. I think instead we're gonna leave, and you can wiggle out. I have seen people far less able than yourself get out of these over time. So
very well.
And I will go find Calliope.
Okay. Kadam, you finish up this interaction. As you leave, Trevik follows, but you do not hear Rhea following.
I turn around.
She's standing over this creature, just staring down, you notice her gripping her sword very tightly.
Oof.
And the devil's looking up. You want to do it, don't you? Please don't. She looks back down. Make a persuasion roll for me, Kadam.
22.
She turns and walks past you without making eye contact, leaving the swaddled devil behind. And the devil just watches you as you leave. Pleasure doing business with you, and thank you for sparing my life. I'll be sure to not tell anyone that I saw you here. All right. With that, let us end tonight's session. All right.
That's 101. Oh my god.
Thanks everybody. Thanks RKF too. Thanks for joining us all tonight. This was very fun.
This was a good one.
I'm excited for more devils. Oh, that was just so delightful watching your reaction, Olive, with the name drops.
It makes me think of our Bloodkeep dungeon where we started learning about all the political affiliations of all the sub bosses.
Yes, I know.
Uh-huh.
I know. Yeah.
And I love it so much.
Yeah.
But also, I want that imp to die so bad. Or whatever it is.
It's fine, Devil, yeah. Thank you. We'll see you all next week. And thanks, Arkiv, too, for I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you for dropping by,
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah. I think they've been here a few streams. This is our first time chatting, and so thanks for chatting. That was really fun.
Yeah.
All right.
F2's been around.
Yeah. I will. Sorry, we sometimes creep on who's in chat because we're excited, we're interested. All right, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.